Good evening, everybody, and this is our very next lecture on which we are going to do Menti tomorrow. That is biological classification, which is a very lengthy but a very important chapter. Okay, biological classification. So we'll be doing the theory part of this particular chapter in this session. Okay, in the first session we'll be just having a look at the characteristics of the five kingdom and about the surface detail about all the kingdoms at a glance. And in the upcoming session we'll be uploading the sessions on kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Okay, so let's begin with today's wonderful, super cool and exciting class. Okay, let's move with the first slide. Okay, in this particular chapter, we have to discuss the first about the Aristotle's classification. Who is Aristotle? Aristotle is the father of biology, right? Aristotle is the father of biology. Okay, we have to study about the classification, about Aristotle's classification of organism. Okay, Aristotle, who is known as the father of biology, he was the very first person. He was not a scientist. Okay, he was the very first person who just made an attempt to classify organism. And how did he classify? He classified the organisms into two. Okay, he classified the organisms into two, that is plants and animals. One second. Okay, classify the organisms into plants as well as animals. And what does he do? He classified the plants into trees, shrubs and herbs. He used the plants further classified into herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay, and what in case of animals? In the animals he made a long classification. He divided the animals into two groups, that is red-blooded organism and not red-blooded organism. Those having red blood, we call it as to be anemia. Those having a red blood, you call it to be what? Anemia. Okay, anemia. And those organism or animals that does not have red blood, you call it to be what? Anemia. So anemic organisms and anemic organism. Which were the anemic organism? The mammals, lizard, birds and fishes. That is mammals, reptiles, class species and class A's. Okay, and not red-blooded or anemic organism, it was hard-bodied animals and soft-bodied animals. It was further divided. In the hard-bodied animals, it was insects, and soft-bodied animal was further divided into with shell and without shell. With shell, you have shellfish, and without shell, you have jellyfish. Okay, this was Aristotle's basic classification. Okay, so let's move with the next slide. Okay, so here we are going to study about the two kingdom system of classification. Now we are following the five kingdom, and after the five kingdom also six kingdom classification has came into existence, and this five kingdom system of classification is proposed by R.H. Whittaker. If you want the important points, take down. Okay, next we have to study about the two kingdom system of classification. The two kingdom system of classification was proposed by Carl Linnaeus, or the father of binomial nomenclature. You have to remember this. This was natural. Two kingdom system of classification is also known as natural system of classification. It's also known as natural system of classification. Okay, very important. Okay, who proposed the natural system of classification? You will be asked questions like this for your needs. So the answer is Carl Linnaeus. Okay, so who proposed the two kingdom system of classification? It was also Carl Linnaeus. He divided the whole group of organisms into two. Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. Okay, Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia were the two classification of organism done by this personality, that is called Linnaeus. Okay, is it okay? Okay, next one. Drawbacks. What are the drawbacks of natural system of classification or two kingdom system of classification? What are the main drawbacks of this theory? Drawbacks of this theory was what? Actually, children, we have gone something wrong. This two kingdom system of classification proposed by Carl Linnaeus is known as artificial system of classification. Okay, it is not the natural system of classification. It is the artificial. If you are asked a question, who proposed the artificial system of classification, the answer is called Linnaeus, or it is otherwise known as two kingdom system of classification. Okay, I have just made a wrong thing, a wrong convey method. Okay, sorry. It was artificial system of classification. It was not natural. If they're asking you who proposed the modern natural system of classification, your answer has to be what? Called Linnaeus. But that won't be asked. You will be asked. The artificial system of classification was proposed by Carl Linnaeus, and natural system of classification was proposed by Bandham and Hooker. That we'll discuss. Bandham and Hooker. What are the main drawbacks of two kingdom system of classification? Certain prokaryote, I think the pen is not visible. Certain prokaryotic organisms like the bacteria, the cyanobacteria, and certain eukaryotes such as fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperms, and angiosperm were included under the kingdom Plantae based on the presence of cell wall. Okay, since these prokaryotes like bacteria, cyanobacteria, and fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperms have cell wall, they place it under the plants. But they are widely differed in other features. They widely differ in their other features. It also included the unicellular and the multicellular organisms in the same group. For example, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra were placed under the kingdom Algae. Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra were placed under the kingdom Algae. It did not differentiate between heterotrophic fungi and autotrophic green plants, since fungi and green plants have a cellulosic cell wall. The fungi have a chitinous cell wall, and green plants have a cellulosic cell wall. All these materials were not discovered at that time. So, since both of them have cell wall, they placed it under the kingdom Plantae itself. Okay. So fungi have a chitinous cell wall. This is several years previous year NEET MCQ. Very important. Okay. Well, the green plants have a cellulosic cell wall. So fungi have a chitinous cell wall, and the plants have a cellulosic cell wall. Okay, two kingdom system of classification was proposed by whom? It was proposed by Carl Linnaeus. It is also known as artificial system of classification. Okay, next is the five kingdom system of classification. Okay, five kingdom system of classification. The five kingdom system of classification was proposed by R.H. Whittaker in the year 1969, previous year NEET MCQ. You may be wondering whether the simple questions may be asking, and this is previous several years NEET MCQ. Five kingdom system of classification was proposed by R.H. Whittaker, and it included Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. It included Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae, and Animalia, and this is also NEET as well as AIMS MCQ. Previous year NEET and AIMS question. 10 times repeated questions. Okay, 10 times repeated. So it is very, very, very important. That is, the classification is based on the cell structure, thallus organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and last one, it is a phylogenetic relationship. They may be giving you 3 correct options from this and 1 wrong option. So, five kingdom system of classification was based on the cell structure, thallus organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and phylogenetic relationship. Organisms were classified into kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Okay. So next one. So these are the main characteristics. This is a table from a NCERT textbook also. This indicates a characteristic, the general characters. Very important about this term, general characters of the five kingdom. That is, in Monera, they are prokaryotic organism, whereas all other in the five kingdom system of classification, Monera is the only prokaryotic organism. Okay, I'll mark the important or exceptions. Monera is the only prokaryotic organism. And about the cell wall composition, it's very important. In plants, cell wall is present and it is made up of cellulose. In fungi, cell wall is present and it is made up of chitin or polysaccharide. Protist, in some protists, cell wall is present, and in Monera, it is made up of polysaccharides and amino acids. Polysaccharides and amino acids. Okay. The nuclear membrane, it is absent only in case of monerans. Okay, since they are prokaryotic organism. In the body organization, monerans are cellular, protists are cellular, fungi is multicellular but loose tissue. In Plantae, you have tissues and organ. In animal is the most complex type. That is, they have tissue, organs, and organ system. Animals are having, or mammals are having, a heterotrophic, holozoic, or saprophytic mode of nutrition. Plants are autotrophic in nature and they have a photosynthetic mode of nutrition. In fungi, they have a saprophytic or parasitic heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, in Protista, both autotrophic and heterotrophic is present, and the wide variety of photosynthetic or mode of nutrition are found in the kingdom Monera. How? They may be autotrophic as well as heterotrophic. They may be photosynthetic, chemosynthetic, saprophytic, or parasitic. Okay, clear with this idea? Clear, everyone? So this is a wonderful channel. So this is a wonderful channel, BioPoint, stream the world of bio. Okay. So today's lecture number 1 is over. Okay, about the general characteristic of all the five kingdoms. Thank you all, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our wonderful channel with your friends. Please do watch, comment, and like. Okay. Thank you.